That's right. The jig is up. Well, are we rolling, Shad?
3, 2.
You gave me the point, right? Okay. We're improving. Like I think at some point or another we may perfect this thing called the production. I think we might get there. But I'm telling you, man, but on a wing and a prayer. Because you're this close. Nonetheless, welcome you all in TV land as you're looking at the tiny box that is mounted on your wall. Do not adjust the levels. It is me and all of my magnificence, and I've returned for yet another luxurious episode of the Hall of Flame. I am gorgeous Geravis. This is Benjamin the First. This is my favorite wrestler, aside from myself, Kenny Omega of AEW, and we are here to present another episode of the Hall of Flame. Tonight's episode is going to be action-packed. I believe that I'm going to have a guest tonight that is going to challenge me on a number of levels, and she probably believed that I came to a battle of wits unarmed, but it is quite to the contrary, because I am always prepared. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Shad, since last week, what did people think of last week's episode?
They thought it was a pretty good episode.
They did?
Yeah.
They did?
Really witty.
Comical. Witty and comical. All right.
It did say, a couple comments did say Brittany sounded like a man, but that's anything.
Well, I mean, you can't hold such things against someone who's battling an affliction.
Yeah.
She was going through some bit of a sinus or allergy or something along the lines of that, but she was probably one of my favorite people I've had in the Hall of Flame.
She was like,
yeah. Shad, why you do that, man? What? You're such a dark person.
I am dark skinned.
Is your soul sunken?
It used to be.
Okay.
I recovered from that affliction.
All right. So, most notably, I do believe that we're back on the up and ups with Augustus. That's been a great thing. Augustus has been in our hearts and in our minds for quite some time. And from what I hear that's going on, the people in the green room are having quite a great time with the liquor and everything that has been made to their disposal. Yeah, hopefully they know that is not complimentary. All right. So, have we picked up any sponsors since last week?
I think British Knights and Chico Sticks.
British Knights and Chico Sticks. I've never been a fan of Chico Sticks. I never could get down with it.
They were pretty good as a kid.
Really? I mean, what are they?
On the comeback.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I was always looking for Mrs. Bubblegum because I was Mr. Chico Stick.
Oh, I got you.
Wanna done because you so thick, Well, nonetheless, Benjamin, they still kept the lights on for us. Sometimes I can't hide the element of the inflection of surprise in my voice because we're subject to a bit of hate here at the Hall of Flame. Those others that are they have their own public access shows. They hate on us simply because we're the only show that people watch on public access. But we're here. We're working towards syndication as we are now headed into which episode would this be? I know this is season 4, but how far along are we now? What's our guest count right now, Shad?
I don't even know.
Well, it boggles the mind because we've been doing this for quite some time.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. Tonight's episode is again sponsored by Chico Sticks and British Knights, who's making a comeback. I believe British Knights will probably, nonetheless. I don't want to ramble on anything that doesn't matter. But after a brief commercial break, after hopefully another word from Augustus, we'll be back with our guest who will be joining me to my right and your left. And we're going to jump right into this thing. So you all stay tuned. Hold on to your seats because it may be a bumpy ride. And stay gorgeous. We'll be right back.
Just left from the field.
3, 2.
Did you see him count that in? We're working because in the past he hasn't done that, but he's actually picking up some tips. All right, action. That's what a director would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not only Well, not only am I the producer, the star, the writer,
All right.
stagehand,
Okay.
and camera grip,
You gotta
I'm
know
also the director.
You better do it. Jack of all damn trades.
You better believe it.
Okay now.
Like Daniels. All right. So I am joined by my guest, who is quite the personality, who is a ball of fire, who is any positive adjective that you could add to someone who has a very rambunctious personality, that would be her. I'm joined by Diamond.
You better do the damn thing when you describe me, boy.
That's right.
Shit.
I gotta build you up before I bring you back down. All right.
There ain't no bringing me back down, baby.
All right. We'll see.
I'm on this float already. All right.
All right. So before we jump into this engagement, if you will, or this back and forth, or this transaction, would you prefer that I call you Diamond or Diamond Kut? Like, I want to make sure that I address you properly.
I actually prefer Diamond Kut.
Okay.
You know, that's what everybody calls me nowadays.
Okay.
I don't just get Diamond anymore.
Okay. All right. So they love to call you by your Instagram name.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's too many regular diamonds floating around here. They need to distinguish the real one.
But prior to, you could change my favorite, but prior to this, my favorite diamond worked at Players Club.
You know, I've been thinking about a career change.
Well, I mean, tax time.
Because I could drop it like it's hot.
Well, hopefully you can bring it back up. What in the hell is going on in our studio audience? Oh man, you know what? I apologize.
We're trying to find her on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's I_am_Diamond Kut with a K.
You know what? He said that shit perfectly.
Yeah, because this is what I do. This is what I do.
My drink is almost gone, so you might as well pour some of yours in here.
Well, you're not sipping what I'm sipping. This is, again,
Stop me from sipping it.
as I mentioned last week, this is a vegan, virgin, non-alcoholic bourbon because I am off of the sauce. I'm a recovering alcoholic. And the sponsors did not want to pick up me if I was a lush. Have a seat. All right, so we're going to jump right into this.
All right,
Diamond Kut. All right, so tell the people at home, where are you from?
I'm from a little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
Literally, a little bit of everywhere. You know?
Where is everywhere?
You know, I've laid my head in Chicago. I've laid my head in Chesapeake, Norfolk, Portsmouth. You know, I'm just from a little bit of everywhere. You cannot place me at one distinguished location.
That's right. So you're almost like the 2019 version of Carmen Sandiego.
You better know it.
Yeah, you're right. I dig it. Where in the world is Diamond Kut?
Anywhere. You can find it anywhere.
And you better believe it. All right. So in perusing your Instagram page and, doing a bit of stalking or research for the episode, I could not quite put my finger on it as exactly what it is that you do, because it looks like you're good at a lot of things.
Thank you.
So how do you pay the bills?
Everything I do gets me paid, from my modeling to my drawing. I also draw. I do a lot of people's tattoos that people don't know about. I probably actually could. I would more so focus on your eyes. I'm more of a person who likes to draw eyes. I model. I do have 2 jobs as well, like working for the white man.
Yeah.
I do hair, makeup.
Well, the whites do offer employment.
Hey, also offer benefits. Health care, paid vacations.
Okay, so all right, so I heard you said you do hair and makeup. Okay, all right. So So getting into the hair and makeup, or the act of beautifying individuals, because it looked like you spared no expense and there was no half-stepping when you walked in here today. So you are a walking billboard for the work that you can put on for others.
You did it right.
What type of, do you have any formal training in this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I went to Votech for cosmetology my junior year and senior year of high school.
Okay.
As soon as I got out of that, I went straight to take my state boards, got my license in cosmetology.
What in the
Before I actually started doing other people's makeup, I practice on myself first. Even with braiding hair, any type of hairstyle that comes out, I always practice on my own head, perfect this on my own head before I do anybody else.
Cause I do notice you're quite the chameleon when it comes to your styles. Like, they're constantly changing.
I got different personalities, baby.
That's right.
Bianca, Amber, Autumn.
So which person, who am I speaking with now?
Right now, you're just speaking with Diamond Kut. You know, when I have the braids, I'm just me.
Okay.
You know, just regular old me.
Okay, I was just making sure, because I may have had to adjust my line of questioning if I had.
Oh yeah. You know, I was gonna bring out Eleanor, but she's posted up.
All right. So with, okay. So you said you do hair. Or my bad. You actually. How would I say this? You're an hair engineer because you do amazing things when it comes to hairstyles and such. You allow people to get their face beat. But you mentioned that you dabble in a little modeling as well.
Yes, I do.
Okay, what brought about the passion to become a model and step in front of the camera?
The passion. I love myself. You know, I think that I'm beautiful. It took a while for me to get that confidence. And when I got it and I knew how to own it, I wanted to share with everybody. So let's go ahead and step in front of this camera and show what I can show.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, you know, I'm thinking of getting into jumping into the ring of modeling.
And you can pull it off too.
You do?
You a damn skippy.
Oh my goodness. Shot?
No, you couldn't.
Hater 101.
That's right. Hater.com 1-800.
I tell you.
We hate Shot.
You really need to figure that out.
And you know what? I don't know what it is, man. I give this guy an opportunity to present his work to others by videoing and editing and anything like this, and he's such an unappreciative bastard.
You know, I actually watched your last episode.
You did?
You should re-give him the higher fire face.
That's right. Hire your ass. Fire your ass. The pink slip is already pre-written. All it needs is one stroke of the pen and you're out of here, buddy. All right. So stepping in front of the camera. So you say you generate revenue from many different angles and many different directions. So how did you, in your different lines of work with the hair, with the makeup, and with modeling, with each, how did you develop the ability to generate revenue on it? What was the moment that caused you to be able to be paid by each, if you can remember?
Well, with doing hair, the moment was when my clientele started to, build itself from doing one person hair who could bring me 3 more people. That started that revenue. For makeup, it was people believing so much in how good I did my own makeup, thinking that I could do theirs the same. So when I was able to actually show that I could, that was, gave me that residual income. And as far as with my modeling, it just showed, how like on Instagram now you can view your insights?
That's right.
Before you could view your insights, the fact that people seen what my pictures can do before that what helped me get that income from off of modeling.
All right. So if let's say I stepped into the world of modeling.
Okay.
What do you think a person such as myself should charge for my services?
It's best for me. It all bases on what type of modeling you're doing.
Let's say I was doing some type of modeling for an apparel line, because I feel like I have the cheekbones to pull off as such.
Okay.
But I mean, do you think that I should lowball myself, or should I charge what I believe I'm worth?
One, I believe that you should charge what you believe you're worth. Always start with that, because when a person sees how firm you are in your worth, they know that you have the ability to do what they want you to do in front of the camera. Now, if they try to back off or say, well, that's a little bit too steep, let's go another route, compromise. That's when the negotiations come in.
Well, you passed the test at first and then you backed off a little bit. You should always charge what you believe you're worth and never back down. If anybody knows your worth, it's you.
Oh yeah, you damn right. But then there's something else I get out of this. Since you don't want to pay me in money, you gonna pay me in these clothes.
Yeah, well, this is true. This
Okay,
is true.
I know I'm worth some more. I'm worth what I'm charging you. Since you can't give me what I'm charging you, you can give me this. Oh, and like 2 of these outfits you want me to model.
A wise man once told me that I'd be the wise man giving him advice, and then he also told me that if you're good at something, you never do it for free.
Exactly.
And you got to know your price. I noticed that you have a vast following on the internets, if you will. What did you have to do to, all right, at the advent of social media, with it being where it is now, how have you been able to amass such a following, and what does that following bring to you as far as income and revenue and such?
How I got the following? I showed ass.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Definitely. That's what it did. When I started my modeling in a big sense, to where I was putting out pictures back to back to back, I was showing ass, body. Okay? And then with that, yeah, big ass letters, show ass. You know, and then when I got the tattoo on my ass, that just added sauce. Okay, added a little drizzle to it.
Hello.
You feel me?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now, when people...
So you gonna be showing ass in your photos?
I probably will not.
Well, you ain't got the ass tattoo to match, so...
Well, I have quite a bit of body art.
You got an ass tattoo?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not know. I did not say that I have an ass tattoo. I have quite a bit of body art. Nothing on my ass. And
in this question, it was focusing on the ass.
Continue. I'm a fish out of water in this sense. Continue.
All right,
It's
and
your
then when my numbers started to rise and people seen how constant it was on the rise and it was not too much that I could do, that's when people were offering to shoot with me. Excuse me, sir. I hope your thirsty ass bringing me back some vegan alcohol. Tell you that much. Don't just walk away and leave my cup empty. Excuse me.
My apologies.
Had to go get your ass right?
I had to, it sounded like I had a fax coming in, and I had to check and make sure that it wasn't anything of merit.
I tell you one thing.
And
okay?
it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just the phone line just reconnecting. But
No. We gotta set this straight. Gorgeous. Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Now, when you're interviewing me and we're talking,
Here we go.
that fax could have waited. All right. How long is your episodes? Long enough that fax wouldn't have caused no harm if you missed it.
Well, if you continue the way that you act, it's going to be short enough for people to miss what you're trying to say.
It won't be short enough because I talk real fast.
Are you done? Is this what you do? You people really know how to steal the spotlight. I tell you.
I thought that's what you had guests for.
Yeah.
Sharing the spotlight.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So, you say that you have multiple avenues of revenue, and you bring in loads of income. From
Yeah, but I'm broke.
See, that's what you do. You always got to appear to be broke, so that way people won't ask you.
I'm broke. That's why I wear my boyfriend clothing line. I can't even buy my own clothes.
Speaking of which, I'll put a pin in what I was about to ask you. All right, so I'm pretty sure we've spoken of ass, and we've spoken of you being all over the place. So normally what I ask is, from someone when I know that they're not married, if they have a full dance card. But I'm pretty sure now that since you've mentioned that you have a man, a boyfriend, if you will, how hard was it for you to determine that this guy was genuine and he was not trying to get close to the ass tattoo?
Because I gave him the ass tattoo before we got together. So if it was all about the ass tattoo, the title shouldn't even have mattered.
Hello.
You was getting that before the title, bro. You didn't have to wife me to get it anymore.
Oh, that's right. Hey, if you know what you want, why wait?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You was biting the eye before the eye had to touch you, so.
Okay. Before. All right, before. I'm just.
It's all right. Jot that down.
I am. I'm putting it in my notes. Before Before you saw the eye saw you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Before you were seen, you were saw. All right. All right. This is
eye contact on a regular basis.
Good night. All right. So, So, I'm a little flustered. It's not often that this happens to me.
You knew what you was getting yourself into.
Yeah, and it's not too often that one can make a dark man blush, but I've been there several times during this exchange. So, would you care to name drop who this individual is, or shall
you can't. People don't know.
Oh, Made in Norfolk.
I could have sworn you had him on one of your episodes.
He has been on this show.
Yeah.
He's a driver. He has a 4-wheel.
Everybody got a 4-wheel.
Yeah, he has a little 4-wheel.
Yeah.
He's a mare driver.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Glass is empty.
So is mine.
It's not.
I'll touch you up.
Okay, that's all right. Then I'll wait. Patience is a virtue.
It is, and moving forward.
Thank you.
So all right. So I'm trying to increase my action. I'm trying to increase my footprint out there in the social world, not social media, but in the social world. So what would be some of the
No, I was just feeling your intensity.
I mean, because when you speak, you gotta mean it, and you gotta mean what you say. You say what you mean.
You can feel it in your hands.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing these things up. What would, as a socialite, such as you and such as I, what are some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to obtaining bookings to appear at events?
One, never take a booking that you know that you're uncomfortable with. Mm-hmm. Never do that. Mm-hmm. Two, never take a booking without some source of deposit.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somebody like me, I normally ask for half up front, because if your party flake, then you don't already pay me half, so the other half ain't gonna break you.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm just trying to keep up appearance.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's part of me, but the dues, I'll take anything you throw my way if I'm good with it. Mm-hmm. As long as it's not anything that my boyfriend is uncomfortable with, then we're good.
That's right. You know what? A strong black woman, not afraid to humble herself and follow a man.
I had a fashion show that I was supposed to have been on Halloween. I was supposed to walk in it, and it was a freak show. Now, when I heard freak show, okay, in my mind I'm thinking we was gonna be wearing costumes, having a little drastic makeup going on. Mm-hmm. Oh no! I went to the fit and they had the girl in fishnets, one-piece garnets and stuff, nipples out, and they wanted me in thongs. Okay, now mind you, I don't mind showing this eye. Mm-hmm. When it's just me and the photographer, okay? But you want me walking in a venue full of a whole bunch of people with this eye just glaring at everybody? I knew he won't. Exactly. I knew he wasn't going to be all comfortable with that, so I had to take a step back.
Lord have mercy. Mm-hmm. Some of the vocabulary that is being used tonight, it's very descriptive, and it paints a picture. Like, your storytelling is unmatched.
I tried to make sure that if you couldn't see it in person, when I tell you about it, you won't see it vividly in your mind.
Hello there. Nipples, ass, thong, and an eye.
Exactly. In fishnets, one-piece garnets, okay? And I'm talking one piece. I don't even think my toes could wiggle without getting through a net.
You know what, Shad? In the description of this episode, I think it should just be in quotations: nipples, ass, thong, and an eye. I think we should do that. I think the shock and awe may pull in some viewers. But
that might be the title of this episode.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said description, nigga.
Gosh. Have you ever worked with someone that you immediately regretted working with?
Many times.
But you continue to work with them because...
Many times.
Yeah, that's where I am.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Love.
A lot of hate.
Yes. Ours is more like a resentment, animosity type of relationship.
I feel like that's a whole lot of negative vibes.
It's completely on the negative.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's why I work so well.
Yeah. Well, I think we breed a bit of a chemistry here. Okay. Oh, so in my research,
Okay.
I attempted to delve deep in what it is into the enigma that is I am Diamond Kut.
All right.
So I saw that you are also the host of, and you take part in a podcast.
Yes, I do. And The Wave is DA-TV.
Okay. So what's the format of this? Why haven't I been a guest on it? And where can we find this podcast?
Actually, sir, you are in the lineup for the new season that we are dropping as a guest.
Oh.
Okay.
Cheers.
Patience is a virtue, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Secondly, the format for the show, we wanted to be more of a debate show, but we found out that we fit more into like a 757 news anchor type of show.
Oh my goodness.
So, we report things like current activities in the 757, things like that of that nature, music that just released, sports in the 757. We just give everybody the rundown on everything that happened weekly in the area.
I feel like, if I came on, I could be like a guest anchor or something like that.
I believe it. What you gonna tell us? The weather?
Well, I could tell you a number of things. More specifically, right now, there are a couple of things I could tell you right now.
All right, I'm listening.
But if I were on your show, I'd keep people abreast of, some of the more cultured events that are happening. Some of the museums they can frequent, some of the pop-up art exhibits that are going to happen. Yeah,
we like stuff like that. We really like to show recognition to the people in the 757 who are doing things for themselves in the community.
So, all right. So before we jump into the speed round,
Okay.
Do you have any upcoming events or future endeavors that you'd like to promote?
Upcoming events, no, but I have some things that I have dropped that I do want to show recognition to. I do have a YouTube channel. Make sure that you look that up. It's Diamond Kutt. Not one word, 2 words, okay? That's my YouTube channel where I do makeup tutorials. And I have recently also released Uncut with a Kut. And those are just 15-minute clip-it videos of me talking about certain things that I see on social media or things that are happening in the 757 and me giving my own personal opinion on them and just talking about them so people can get a sense of who I am. I also have just recently released Beauty by Kut Cosmetics, which is my own makeup line.
Wait 1 minute. So we've been sitting here speaking for an undisclosed amount of time.
See, I was waiting to save the best for last.
And you haven't mentioned that you have your own makeup line.
You saved the best for last.
What in the hell is going on here?
Yes, I do have Kut Cosmetics where right now I have 3 eyeshadow palettes in the works. I have about 4 shades of lip gloss and 3 shades of lipstick, and I'm working on my own shades of foundation and concealers as well.
Good night. So, you're like a one-stop shop for exclusive beauty.
Yes.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. This interview started off a little shaky, but you've actually gained a fan in me tonight.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck it started off shaky.
First and foremost.
Double G.
Oh my goodness. Rosetta's baby boy will not be reduced to a double G. But it started off shaky because, the banter back and forth was a little aggressive at times. But I cannot hate on someone who is constantly like generating new lines of revenue. In this day and age, one should have at least 3 or 4 lines of income.
Oh, I have many more than that. Mm-hmm. I have 2 jobs, hair, makeup line, promoting, drawing. So that's 7. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm actually about to drop my own colored wig hairline.
This is all right. So this is random thought. With your colored wigs that are coming out.
Yes.
Will they have the names of the different personalities they represent to you?
Yes.
So they won't be, let's say, all right, if you had a lime green wig, who would that be?
I actually have a lime green. It starts off lime green, goes into a darker green, and then goes into an emerald green. I call her...
Emerald green?
You know, I call her Emerald.
Oh.
Okay, so it's very simple. I don't want to be too extra with my names.
That's not very creative.
It doesn't have to be creative.
But then again,
okay?
you don't want to take people around the corner just to go next door.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Make things a little simple.
You know, my red wig, you know, that's a very, it's a red curly faux wig.
Yeah, red is a very emotionally intense color.
I call her Bianca. That's Amir's favorite wig.
Oh.
He likes that alter ego.
All right. Won't ask too much about that one. So I'm going to jump into the speed round. Okay. All right. Speed round is a simple game of word association where I give you a topic and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Nothing's off limits. You can say whatever the hell you want.
All right, bet. All right. You got the right motherfucker for this one.
All right. Your favorite beverage?
Gin.
Brand?
Bombay.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. If you were on a deserted island, what would be the one essential that you would have?
My vibrator.
Sit.
If I'm on an island, I can go to the water, I can get fish. I'm pretty sure it's coconuts or something. I got some water, juice. You know, I need some fulfillment, so I need my vibrator.
Okay, all right. Okay. If you were all right, so if a man or your man, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it as a man.
If a man was attempting to do something romantic for you, what would that be for it to be a success?
Damn, I couldn't give you one thing. All right, you gotta feed me real good, okay? Because I'm a complete fat ass. I need something from each of my favorite restaurants. So you gotta go to Outback. You gotta get me some biscuits from Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying?
Them little garlic cheddar biscuits are bomb.
They're scud, but see, this the problem. This the problem. I don't even want just those biscuits because you got to go to churches too. Make sure they ain't hard and make sure they give you extra honey. All right? Because I want those biscuits as well.
This is in depth.
Then you got to go to Taco Bell, get them little mini chicken shredded quesadillas.
Man, are you high when you eat all of this?
All the time.
Okay, all right.
And then my last but favorite thing, you got to get me a Bahama Mama add mango from Tropical Smoothie. You get me one of those, I promise you, we gonna have a field day.
I actually like the Bahama Mama because there's white chocolate in it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm trying to tell you, try it with the mango.
So after one was to run around and do all of this, are you still gonna be awake when they get there?
You damn skippy. I'm gonna just fall asleep as soon as we done.
Well, I guess if the deed is done, I mean, there's nothing else to stay awake for. All right. So if all expenses paid, what would be your dream vacation location?
Cayman Islands.
What about the Cayman Islands?
I just like blue waters. I really love water that you can look down into and it's blue.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
You damn right. That shit is dirty.
Well, I don't think it's dirty.
No, it's dirty.
Okay. All right.
Okay, it's brown. All right. The shit is cocoa. All right.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Won't catch me swimming in that water.
It might be. It might just be full of bourbon. You never know.
If it was gin, I might go deep sea diving.
Hello. Anyway, I feel like I could talk to you pretty much all night. I really do.
I feel like that's an accomplishment because I ain't heard that yet on one episode.
Yeah. You know what? Because you're engaging, you're very spontaneous, and you're not afraid to say whatever the hell comes to your mind. And that's a very endearing quality.
Damn, hold on. If I get my vibrator, I need a charger of batteries. I can't bring that on the island too?
Well, you better make it last. This has been another episode of the Hall of Flame. I've been your host, Gorgeous Geravis. I've been joined by Diamond Kut, and this has been quite the experience. It's been something. Is it something that you'd like to say to my viewers before you depart?
That's all, folks.
Man, I think that's trademarked. I don't know if we can say that on air.
That's it. Shit.
That'll work. Well, I've been Gorgeous Geravis. Benjamin the First is in a drunken stupor. We'll be joined next week by a guest who I hope will be as exciting as this individual was to my right and your left. But in the meantime, you all, you know what? You just go ahead, send us off.
In the meantime, make sure that you follow me and make sure you follow Double G on Instagram. All right, check into each and every last one of his episodes. Double G. I give nicknames and they stick, okay? Make sure you check out this episode and every episode prior to this one on his
YouTube channel.
Which all right.
Also Gorgeous Geravis.
Double G, okay? No bullshit. Make sure you check out the Wave TV on YouTube as well.
Duh.
D-A. Hey, Shad, you gave subtitles in the last episode. You gonna get subtitles?
Nah, that's too much work.
First off, you gotta get subtitles, and I want the bouncing ball.
Like the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah. DAWAVE
That's right.
Okay.
Shad can pull that off.
I think he can do it. He's very skilled.
Well, if this episode comes out and there aren't any subtitles, when the next episode comes out after that, he will be unemployed.
I'm gonna flag his ass. I'm gonna report every video on his page.
You should.
If you can make a mirror disappear in the middle of a sand and then come back in the middle of another side of the sand, you can give me a Wave TV with a bouncing ball.
In all of this time that we've been doing this, Shad has yet to make me disappear and reappear. This is ridiculous. He
About me, y'all need to wrap this shit up.
So you ain't do no parlor tricks.
He has access to such witchcraft and hasn't used it yet. I'm appalled.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this nigga make his Instagram snap videos fast forward like that.
Man, he's a witch doctor. But you know what? We'll continue to talk about this off air. But in the meantime, you all, hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you didn't, it's not my prerogative. We'll see you next week where I'll be joined by my guest. We'll be on the same channel, same time, same location. I'm Gorgeous Geravis. This has been the Hall of Flame. You all stay safe. You all stay happy. You all stay away from Shad. And most importantly, stay gorgeous.